Now, y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. So let's get into it, you guys. And what's the deal, you guys? This is your boy, Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Mess, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Sunday, and I intend on doing the exact same. What is going on, you guys? Now, we don't really have any church announcements for the day. We do not. So we're going to go ahead and get into what we're here to talk about, and that is nothing but the mess. But before we get into the topics of the day, I want to start off with something that's kind of viral, something that really ain't got nothing to do with what I'm talking about. So we're going to start off with that first, okay? Now, first things first, we're going to get into this story that I got from the Neighborhood Talk. And it says, no way, Dollar General will scan self-checkout items for customers from now on due to the rising stealing, and customers can no longer scan them. So here is the article. Neighbors, you'll never believe this. Self-checkouts are now available in just a small number of Dollar General locations, having discontinued in 12,000 of them nationwide. According to Daily Mail, although the value store invested millions of dollars to install the self-checkouts, thefts have increased dramatically ever since. Revenues down early this year, mostly due to stealing associated with the kiosk, according to management. Instead of removing self-checkouts, stores will instead have them blocked off and customers told to utilize the surviving conventional main lanes. Talk about a line. However, if lines for those grow, Dollar General workers will temporarily open what used to be the self-checkouts and scan items for shoppers. Customers are not allowed to use them on their own, according to the staff manual. Between Walmart still not having Apple Pay and Dollar General stopping self-checkout, there is no telling what's next, okay? So let's get into it. So I will tell you this. I was just at the Dollar General around the block just a couple of days ago, and I think I went up in there. I forgot what I went up in there for. What did I go in that Dollar General for? I remember I went up in there last week. I went in there to get some hangers because I got too many damn clothes and I didn't have no more hangers. So I needed to go in there and get a couple of, things to hangers. And, for the last couple of times I've been going to Dollar General, you know what I'm saying? They've had the self-checkout thing. So when I was in the line, I'm like, okay, so I'm going to go over here and go to the self-checkout. Girl, when I went over to the self-checkout, it was closed. And I'm just like, so why the self-checkout closed? And you already know how Dollar Generals are. They only got two damn lines. They only got two lines, and they only be having one damn person at the damn register to begin with. And that line gonna be from here to 10 buck motherfucking 2. Okay, I'm just telling y'all that right now. And on top of that, if it ain't the Dollar General market, it's only gonna be two lines. See, not everybody has a Dollar General market. See, we got a Dollar General market here. That's where I first started working, the Dollar General market. They got like 7 lines, but they only have 2 of them open half of the time. So it is what it is. So I don't know why Dollar General wasted all that time getting these self-checkout things, knowing the risk of people stealing. But it's not like a Kroger where they got a self-checkout lane and they got people that stand there and controls the self-checkout. So you just got them motherfuckers over there getting, scanning up their own shit and walking up out of there. When you need somebody to monitor the self-checkout lane, that's what you need to do in order for them to, in order to reduce the whole thefts and the stealing and all that other stuff. That's what you need. But instead, Dollar General, you got to realize they don't want to pay these folks no damn money. I know, because I used to work there, okay? And I'm going to be real with y'all. Y'all know I keep it all the way funky and I do not hide. When I left Dollar General as a damn manager, okay, I had a managerial position. I left there only making $9.25. But when I got to Kroger, I make way more than that, and I'm nobody's manager anymore. And I was a manager at Kroger, and I still make more money than I did when I was a fucking manager, okay? Dollar General don't want to pay you nothing. And on top of that, Whereas Kroger, you get a 6-month raise every 6 months, plus your insurance and your benefits and your 401k and your life insurance policies and things like that, and your pension. Dollar General only give these motherfuckers a quarter a year. You only get a quarter raise once a motherfucking year. Okay? So all that money, those millions of dollars that they spent on putting all those self-checkouts in these stores, only for them to not want to use them no more due to the growing, theft and stuff. They could have been using that money to up them damn wages at Dollar General, and not to mention give these stores the hours so they can hire more people. Because at the end of the motherfucking day, people complain about Dollar Generals all the time, and don't matter where you motherfucking go. The stores are small, and there only be 2 workers in that bitch. And you got one person stocking the whole store, and you got the other person, ringing up all the damn customers. And that's because they don't want to give them no hours. And then people, when they do hire more people, they can only get them between 10 to 15 hours, and ain't nobody finna drive to no Dollar General to work for 2 or 3 days out the week, and they only making $7.25. They're not gonna do that. So I don't even know why they wasted their time with the self-checkout. Like I said, if you're gonna have a self-checkout, you need to have people standing there monitoring it. They got it at Kroger and they got it at Walmart. I don't know about Costco because I ain't never been to Costco. I don't know about Sam's because I ain't never been there. But what I do know is because I work for Kroger, Kroger got them and Walmart got them, and they have people monitoring that shit, making sure you scan your stuff and they check your receipt as you walk out the door. Dollar General just had this shit sitting there so people can do whatever they wanted to do. And that's just the truth about the matter. So they could still keep those damn self-checkouts. They just need to let these people hire more people so they can have a person to monitor that shit. That's all I'm saying. But Dollar General don't want to do right, and that's just what it is. So we can move on to one of the first topics of the day, and that is, I don't know if you guys remember her or not, but she was on the Bad Girls Club, okay? She was on Bad Girls Club Miami season 5, and her name is Kristen Kelly, honey. Now, she made the neighborhood talk because she went online and she was crying about her baby daddy getting into a motorcycle accident while on vacation with her best friend. Okay, so we're gonna play the video and then we're gonna read what she got on the side of it. So let's get into it, y'all. Hold on, wait.
I feel like I was so angry, and I went through everything, and I was just so fucking sad, and I'm so hurt. And I feel so betrayed, and I feel so stupid. I'm so fucking mad, and I'm so sad, and I'm so angry. And I'm so angry that they need to go live their life, and my life is ruined. And now I have 2 kids to take care of. So I had a baby doctor appointment, and it was a different doctor than I normally see. And she was I don't know, she was very thorough in her questioning. She was asking me about pediatricians and stuff for when the new baby comes. And then she's like, is dad gonna be there in this delivery room? And I'm like, no. But I wasn't crying. I was just like, no. And she was like, is dad going to be with your 5-year-old? This is just the normal doctor. They don't normally question you. And I was like, no, I have somebody else. And she was like, well, who's going to be there? And I'm like, a doula? I'm paying somebody to be in the hospital with me. I'm not alone. And she's like, so is the dad not involved? And all this stuff. And I'm like, no, the dad's actually in Mexico fucking somebody.
Wow.
In winter school, they need me to get a protective order against Chris. So that he can't contact her at school. And I go there, and I go to the courthouse, I drive all the way there, and it's right after the baby appointment, and I get the protective order. The lady's in this room, and she's like, oh, what's his name? And I was just like, I can't do this. And I stood up and left. I was like, can I just do the paperwork at home if I decide to do it? Because his much as like I fucking hate him, if I got a protective order against him because he's a habitual offender because he was in jail, like he'll get arrested and he could go to jail for 15 years, and it's like I don't want that. Like even though you ruined my life, like even though everything is like so fucked up, and like you get to go fucking fuck somebody in fucking Mexico and go on any trip you want and like do anything you want. I still don't want you to go to jail. And it's like, I just don't want you in my life. I don't want you in my kids' lives. Like, I fucking hate you. I hate you. But at the same time, it's like, and like, I could be fucking bitter and say, like, I have 2 kids now that I have to take care of. Like, I can't date. When am I gonna have kids in my house with my 2 daughters? I'm gonna like have a boyfriend in my house with my kids, my daughter who can't fucking talk? Like, no. It's like, you get to go and live your fucking life. I'm like, I have him blocked everywhere. I don't even like know his number at this point. And I unblocked his number and I called him. He didn't answer, but I called him because I wanted to say, like, look, I don't want to get a protective order against you. I just don't want you to come to my house. I don't want you to go to the girls' school. I don't want you to like just come near us. Like I'm just like I'm afraid he's gonna break into my house and kill me and take Winter and take the baby. It's like, why did I pick this person up a baby with? Twice. And it's like, they don't feel bad. They don't feel bad with it. What's also like so fucked up and so sad is that like I can care about everybody. Like even like strangers, I can care about everybody. But like nobody cares about me. What was that? Oh, what's that? So I kind of had like a panic attack. So I went into TJ Maxx just so I could like walk around. And I wasn't driving. And I went to the bathroom and there was like a line. And like this woman was like, oh no, you go ahead of me. And I was like, thank you. Like this random woman respected the fact that I'm pregnant more than the father of my child. Like I just don't understand like how I could love this person and live with this person and this person could do this to me. I feel like I was like so like angry.
Okay, so that was Kristen Kelly from the Bad Girls Club, and that was her crying on live about the situation with her baby father. Now, this is what she said on the side of it. It says, my boyfriend of 7 years, Chris, cheated on me with my friend. They used a $6,000 trip that I bought for our family. I am 34 weeks pregnant with our second child. He told me that he was working an hour away for the entire weekend. However, in all reality, he left the country with her. Our first daughter was born at 34 weeks, so him being near was very important. Our older daughter is severely autistic and can't be left with a babysitter or family member. So if I had gone into labor, they are literally would have been no one to watch her while on the trip. Kaylin and Chris were in a motorcycle accident. Her family made a GoFundMe, which is how I found out. For once, a motorcycle accident saved someone's life. First things first, that is the most foolish that you could ever motherfucking do to somebody. Like for real, like that is the craziest that you can do to somebody. And I know that a lot of people was up here saying, why is she on live crying? Why would she do this? Why would she do that? At the end of the day, listen, we all may handle our situations very differently than others, okay? Because I don't think that I would have my ass on social media crying about it. Now, as much as I share of my life on my YouTube channel with you guys, I don't think that I get up here and cry. I will wait till my emotions are down and I can really get up here and discuss what I got going on right now. But she had to, because at the end of the day, she got a child that's autistic. She's 34 weeks pregnant. Her dude took a trip that she had for her family, took her best friend on the trip, and now they in a damn motorcycle accident. And she had to find all that out through social media, apparently, because of a GoFundMe. Niggas are the weirdest motherfuckers in the world. And when I say, I'm talking about black men, I'm talking about white men too. I'm talking about all types of men. All types of men is a motherfucking to me. And that's just the truth here. I mean, for real. Because I can't imagine being a woman, being pregnant, having an autistic child that cannot be watched by nobody but me. My baby's father is out here my best friend going on a motherfucking trip that I spent $6,000 on for us and our family. You decide to take my motherfucking best friend on this trip so you can go crazy and do whatever the fuck you want to do while I'm here having a baby at 34 weeks and you done got yourself in an accident. That shit crazy. That's the most cruelest shit you can do to somebody. It is. It is. Could you imagine being pregnant by somebody and then you find out, and you had to find out through a GoFundMe that your was out here and your best friend on a trip that you set up for you and your family to go on? It'll be another accident with me. I'm just motherfucking saying. That was some crazy ass for real, for real. But my prayers go out to Kristen. I hope that she's able to move past this and really get on with her life, because she don't need nobody like that. Nobody deserves that. Then we're going to go ahead and go into the next story. The next story involves Mr. Metro Boomin. Now, as you all already know, Metro Boomin got into an internet scuffle, basically a war of words with Soulja Boy. But that was a couple of weeks ago, right? So why is Metro Boomin's sister calling him out for quote unquote not defending their deceased mom against Soulja Boy despite having so much energy for Drake? We're going to go ahead and get into that. And once we see what his sister had to say, we will be right back. All right, so let's get into it, you guys.
I thought about something. This nigga Drake say, shut the fuck up and make some drums, right? This nigga gets so out of his body and bothered by what he said, he go above and beyond to respond with a song. This nigga Soulja Boy say he sacrificed our mama, and what this bitch say? Not a motherfucking thing. This nigga went quiet. This nigga didn't say nothing. So that's something you allowing people to think about you, but you get out your body when a nigga call you a hoe and tell you to make some drums. That shit bothers you. But when a nigga speaking on your mama, your bitch ass don't say shit, and I'm the crazy one? Yeah, okay. Listen, I thought about something.
So that's when Soulja Boy said, you sacrifice your own mom, you a puppet. This make y'all mad. I'm smoking Mama Metro in the ass wood right now. Okay. So here's my thing. Here's what some of the people said in the comments. Okay. Someone said, am I the crazy? And I'm the crazy one. Tells me all I need to know. Problematic hater sibling. Someone else says, not paying Soulja Boy's rent. No, mine is a win. Someone else said, real question, would you sacrifice y'all mama for fame and money? Okay. Someone else said, y'all not understanding her point. Soulja Boy disrespected his mom, but he did the utmost behind Drake for less. That's why she's upset. Whether it was talked about behind closed doors or not, if you can give Soulja some grace, why not do the same for Drake? The math ain't mathing. All right. Someone said she's upset because he never bought their mom a headstone. He's buying chains for the home. She said a lot more than this. And someone else said, well, what did she say? We see Soulja recanting his statement within 24 hours, so something was said to him. And that's my thing about it now. I'm just going by what I saw in the neighborhood talk, okay? But what you talking about, I had to think about it. I had to think about it. So you had to think about it for the last 2 weeks about what this motherfucker said about your mama, and you so damn mad about it. Okay, so if Metro had to say, well, what the fuck did you say? Can you answer that? What the f did you say? Since you so mad about it, what the f did you say about the situation? Because Soulja Boy recanted the statement. He recanted the statement within less than or more than 24 hours. He recanted the statement. So either somebody got to this or what? Somebody had to say something to him for him to recant the damn statement. So what the is you really mad about? Can you let me know? Can you be more like Aaliyah and let me know? Because I need to understand why the fuck you so damn mad. What the fuck did you say? And what took you so long to say something about it? And I want to know what is the basis of this situation anyway with you and your brother? Like, why the hell are you going at him anyway? But it's one of those situations where I always feel like as family members, you should never go to the internet with your bullshit at all. And I know that I've talked about, my own experiences with family members on my YouTube channel. I definitely have. I've done it in the past, and I've sprinkled a little bit of it in in the present time. But I try to go so delicate with it, and the only time I really speak about it is when it relates to me. Like if I'm watching a reality TV show and I relate to it, I bring up my own experience, or I talk about something that happened in the past. And when I do talk about something that happens in the past, it's very delicate. I try not to go all the way in. But you trying to go in on this mother, and this seems like this is a money situation. Because somebody said in the comments that she said a whole lot more than what the neighborhood talk posted. Apparently, she was mad at him because he didn't buy their mama a headstone or something like that. From what she said, this is all about money. Okay, why you going online trying to embarrass this mother? Why you going online talking shit about your brother? Why you ain't say nothing to your brother at the time? Well, okay, so because you mad right now, you had to go back 2 weeks and think about what he didn't do as far as defending your mama goes. Why you didn't say nothing then when it happened? I'm just saying. So she looked like a clown to me doing that on live. I'm just being honest with y'all. So we can move on to the very next topic. And the very next topic is Miss Drea Michelle. Now, y'all know that she has been in the blogs quite a bit for her relationship with this little ass boy that's about 20 years her junior. And that's this Jalen Green boy. Now, apparently she's decided to make comments about, well, she got a message about the backlash that she's received about wearing matching outfits with her 22-year-old boyfriend, which I just showed y'all just a minute ago. Now, this is what she said, y'all. She said, there is no picture or video on this app that could set me off in comments the way pics and videos of me do to people. It is strange. I be wanting to know, does your man, bestie, mom, employer know you're just serial typing negatives on here? Self-evaluation. What did that comment do for me? Okay. Anyway, I simply don't look at things that upset me or could trigger me to spiral in a frenzy of negative thoughts. Try that. Okay. So I'm going to say this. She got a point. She got a point. And I'm going to tell you what she got a point about. This right here. Anyway, I simply don't look at things that upset me or could trigger me to spiral in a frenzy of negative thoughts. Try that. Try that hit me because I have taken it upon myself to go look at shit, read shit that I know ain't always positive, that I know these folks gonna be dragging me for breathing. So she got a point there. Why sit up there and continuously read shit where everybody's not gonna be positive? There's gonna be some negative shit, especially when we are who we are. Now, I'm not as famous as Draya is. I'm net famous. I ain't net famous. I'm net famous. Okay, that's what I am. But however, it's pretty much the same thing. We're public figures. We put ourselves out there. We put our lives out there. We talk. We're out here. These people who ain't got no pictures on their profiles can come to us at any given moment and say whatever the hell they want to say to us, and they can feel free to give their opinions on us, because guess what? We give our opinions on celebrities all the time. So why can't the people that's, on, the websites, the message boards, anything like that, can't give their opinion on us? That's something that I had an epiphany about a couple of weeks ago. It's just like niggas gonna say whatever they want to say, just like I say what I want to say. I get paid to say what I want to say. So just like Drea walks around here and get paid to be who she is. So it's just like, what makes me any different and what makes me above anybody else that I can't be talked about? If I can sit up here and talk about everybody else, why can't I handle it when somebody talking about me? That's how I feel. So that's what I took from that. But Drea, you got to understand, your ass is knock, 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 like Monica saying. Stop knocking. Don't come knocking at my door at 40 years old right now. And you out here messing around, dating in a whole full-fledged relationship with a nigga that's 22 years old. That's almost 2 decades you're a damn junior. Of course, they're going to have something to say about that. And you out here flaunting this relationship, and you out here, wearing matching PJs and not matching PJs, but having matching outfits. You already know they're going to have something to say about it. You already know that. However, do I really give a about Drea dating this young ass boy like that? Absolutely not. Do I agree with it? I mean, he grown, she grown. Who the cares? Is it weird that she's dating somebody that's 22 and she is 39 and that dude the same age as her oldest son? Absolutely weird. Because if a man did that, we would be talking about how weird this was if we're going to be honest about it. So yes, it's weird as a mother. So I ain't going to sit up here and act like it's not. But do I really give up where I'm sitting up here leaving comment after comment after comment under every picture that she has with this man? Always got something to say about it. Always dragging her about it. Absolutely not, because I don't care. Her relationship is her relationship. If she happy with this young ass boy who probably still got Similac on his breath, then that's her motherfucking business, okay? We'll be here when she falls, if she falls. We'll be here to talk about it. A lot of y'all will be right here saying, I told you so. I told you so. You had no business being with that young ass boy. I told you so. I'm just being honest with y'all. I don't care. I refuse to allow somebody's relationship to trigger me so damn much, like it be triggering a lot of you mother. I'm just saying, I could care the less. To be honest, I could really care less, because that's her decision. If that's what she want to be with, that's what she want to be with. Move on. So that's all I got on Draya. So we can move on to Mr. Not Bun B. We ain't there yet. So we're moving on to Anthony Mackie. I think that's his name, right? So he did an interview with Tyler James Williams. I think he played on Abbott Elementary, but we all know him from what is it? From Everybody Hates Chris. Everybody Hates Chris. Okay. So they did an interview with Variety. All right. And Anthony Mackie made a comment to Tyler James Williams that a lot of people are not too fond of. Let's play the audio of this interview, because I don't want to put this shit on my screen because I don't know if they're copyrighted, honey. But let's get into it.
Thank you, brother. Same.
It's really amazing to see, like, because you've been doing this for a long time.
Yeah.
You know, you've done it in a really interesting way that a lot of actors have not been able to. I feel like, you know, when looking at your career, there's a certain thing of, like, a certain form of dignity that came with it, because you're not the dude out here doing what certain people do.
Yeah.
You know, it's something to say when you get a job and that job becomes a career.
Right.
You know, so
right.
Kudos to you.
Thank you. Yeah, that's I never wanted to be a nostalgia artist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was always about like going down the road and seeing what was next. But again, I can say the same thing for you.
No, but you was a weird looking kid.
Yeah, I mean,
and you grew up to be like a good looking dude.
I want to say we were all weird looking kids. I haven't seen, mine was just documented. I haven't seen your photo.
Exactly. And you would never see it.
Exactly. Mine was just documented, extensively.
Daily.
But yeah, to be able to go from there to here has been like, it's been a beautiful journey.
All right, so a lot of people are up in arms about Anthony Mackie telling Tyler James Williams that he was a weird-looking kid and he grew up to be a nice-looking young man, as if he is something to look at. Anthony Mackie, you are not cute. You look like Mr. Ratburn. You are a humanized version of Mr. Ratburn. Who the fuck are you to talk about who looked weird and who the didn't, okay? Tyler James Williams looked like a fucking kid. He looked like a motherfucking kid, okay? So since you're saying that Tyler James Williams was a weird-looking kid, an ugly-ass kid, as you're trying to say, because you was calling him a weird-looking kid, you basically called him an ugly-ass kid, basically, okay? That's what you're calling him in the nicest-ass way. If he was that and he turned out to be a good-looking guy, what the happened to you, and why then you grow into your motherfucking looks because you still not that cute. So who the fuck can you talk about being a funny looking kid? You a funny looking adult. I'm just saying. That wasn't necessary. You didn't have to say that. Honestly, you thought that was okay? Like you felt like you should have said this shit? I'm just being honest. You feel like that was okay to say? Because I don't think so. Personally, I don't think you should have said that bullshit. Okay, it just didn't look right. It didn't sound right. It just sound like, nigga, who the fuck are you to criticize somebody's looks? Now, some folks was like, well, he didn't really criticize that boy looks. He didn't really criticize his looks. He didn't do that. He didn't really do that. You know what I'm saying? All he did was they talked about way more than what they showed. I don't care what the they talked about. At the end of the day, that is what they put on the neighborhood talk, and that's what we're talking about here. And no, I don't give a. He shouldn't have said that shit. But we can move on with your ugly ass. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get into Bun B. Now, Bun B and his wife was robbed at Pow Pow Point during a home invasion, and the guy that did it is being sentenced to 40 years in prison. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and get into that for just a little bit. All right, so let me put this up here for you guys.
More breaking news now. The man charged with robbing Bun B and his wife Queenie has been sentenced.
We just learned that DeMonte Jackson received 40 years in prison for each charge. Those sentences will be served concurrently. Jackson pleading guilty to felony charges related to the 2019 home invasion. During the robbery, he held Queenie at gunpoint. He was shot during a gunfight with Bun B. Today, we heard from Jackson's grandmother, along with prosecutors. They called witnesses who performed Jackson's psychological analysis. It took 5 years to get to this point. Lawyers for Jackson say he has been undergoing mental health treatment.
More breaking news now. The man charged with.
She can't communicate, and I get so angry all again because she didn't deserve it. She didn't ask for this. She didn't ask for this. The next morning, she got out of bed and went down to the kitchen, and I heard her scream, and I went down to see what was wrong, and she had her back turned, and she was crying, and I was like, what's wrong? What's wrong? She was like, I can't. She was just shaking furiously. I can't. I was like, well, you can't. She's like, I can't look at those stairs. And it was from that point where we realized like she couldn't even be in that house. It is because, you know, there are times where she gets closed off. She can't communicate. And I get so angry all again because she didn't deserve it. She didn't ask for this. She didn't ask for this. The next morning, she got out of bed and went down to the kitchen.
Now, there are some people that's in the comments that's basically feeling like, you know, there are people that get less, you know, time for for offing people and things like that. What y'all don't understand is that this dude that did this wasn't a first offense. This was his third strike. He been getting in trouble. He been doing bullshit like that. So therefore, yeah, he got 40 years. Yeah, that's what he motherfucking deserves. At this point, he's a menace to motherfucking society. So therefore, that's why they gave him what they gave him. What the hell are y'all even talking about at this point? And then I see a lot of y'all saying, oh, Bun B is a snitch. Bun B this, Bun B that. What y'all need to do is protect Bun B and his wife at all costs, because that's not no motherfucking snitch. What he's doing is protecting his damn wife. That is what he's doing. He's protecting his motherfucking wife who did not deserve that. And that whole situation has done nothing but cause issues for them. He said in the video that She's kind of closed up at this point. She's not really trusting. She's afraid. Of course, she would be afraid dealing with a home invasion that involved somebody putting a gun to her fucking head, being robbed, all of that. So y'all don't think that this man deserved that? Case in point, when I was 4 years old, we underwent a motherfucking home invasion. A man broke into our home in August of 1993, broke into our apartment. It was just me, my mom, my sister. I was 4 years old. My sister was 2. He broke in on us and he tried to surely us, my mother, in front of me at the age of 4. He had a mask on and he was trying to my mom in front of me. And me being 4 years old, I fought him off. I didn't know what was going on. I just heard my mom screaming. I heard someone hit her, and I've been Superman ever since then. He said he was going to kill us and all kinds of stuff. Luckily, he did not. But the thing about it was, my mama was not the only person that he did that to. He did it to several other women as well. And that was in 93. This just got out of jail in 2021. He was in jail for almost 30 motherfucking years. No, he ain't keep nobody, but this was an ongoing offense. He was doing this to multiple people. So therefore, that's why he got almost 30 motherfucking years in jail. So yes, if this motherfucker got 40 years, that's what the fuck he deserved. That's his third strike, dummies. Somebody's life is affected by this and it's still being affected, and they got to pick up the pieces. So you damn right he deserves all the time that he gets, period. Shout out to Bun B and his wife. Moving on, we're going to go to the next story, and that is JD and Sexy Red. Now, JD being a world-renowned producer from the ATL, one of my favorite producers and writers, okay? Excuse me. JD was having a conversation, and he was talking about Sexy Red's album selling 28K. And he said the era that he came from in the music industry, if you sold 28,000, you didn't get another chance to walk in the building again. So we're gonna get into that, and let's talk about it. We're gonna talk about it after he say what he say. Let's get into it, y'all.
Still tries to make you believe that if you a hot artist and you got a single, that selling albums don't matter, right? And I'm only selling albums don't matter. Yeah, I'm only bringing this up because I seen like academics posted today something about Sexy Red album only doing 28,000 copies, right? In the era that I came in the music industry, if you sold 28,000 copies, you didn't get no other chance to even walk in the building again. You're fired. Like niggas was not talking to you if you sold 28,000 records, right? And I feel like it's such a disconnect between people understanding the streaming situation and then actually what you're looking at, right? Because if we should be only paying attention to the streaming numbers, then I don't understand why the blogs always try to post what people are selling as an album. Because for people that look at music the way I look at it, it feels like a failure. It still feels like a failure, right? Because I come from an era where the numbers were 80,000, 100, 200, 900, right? You start going that's going this way, it feels like it's going backwards to me. And I'm just saying, because I was a part of the boom.
So you think that the number itself is representative of the impact for real?
Yes, 100%.
Because I actually believe that the streaming numbers is so fucked up. If the streaming numbers don't even have a relationship to how many times people really listen to the music, from a standpoint of, like, if I listen to an album that I love 30 times, I don't know how many streams that would account to today. But people have the music on repeat nonstop. And the streaming numbers, when you look at the album equivalent, it doesn't even add up. Like if you have 28 million, whatever, the equivalent of 28,000 sales, I have no idea how many listens that equals to. But if you had to buy the CD back in the days, it would be a lot more than 28,000. So the numbers are all fucked up. The streaming numbers don't represent the level of impact that the music is making, because 28,000 CDs, that would be horrible, but 28,000 stream is like 600 million listens for all I know. You agree?
Right, because the industry still tries to make you believe that if you a hot artist and you got a single, that selling albums don't matter, right? And I'm
selling albums don't matter.
All right. So that was JD, Jermaine Dupri, the legend. And he was talking about Sexy Red and how her album sold 28K, and how back in his time, in his era, in his prime, if you sold 28K, you were dropped, you were out the door. And I saw a lot of people in the comments trying to come at this man, trying to talk about this man, trying to drag this man. But everything that man said on that stage was an absolute motherfucking fact. Everything that he said was a fact. So y'all can be mad about that all the fuck y'all want to, but everything that he said was a fact. And I've been saying that. Streaming is fucking up the music industry. Streaming is fucking it up. Okay? If you sold 28,000 records, you was a flop. Sexy Red is considered to be one of the top female rappers that's out right now, and she only sold 28,000 records. Billboard just dropped the 10 hottest female rappers that's out right now, and she made number 2, but only sold 28K. How does that make sense? And not to mention, when you think about it, when this is how streaming fucks up music, right? Let's start with the singles. Nicki Minaj, for example, she can drop a single. She can make them run up these streams, run up the iTunes sales. The song can debut at, let's say the song debuted at number 4 on the Hot 100. The very next week, the shit free falls, because there's no radio play to keep it stabilized. See, and I said this on a video once before. I remember a time where the Billboard Hot 100 rules was, it's 52% radio play, 48% sale. But then they changed that in 2005. They changed the rules to 50% sales, 48% radio. Now, radio is an even smaller factor to you charting. The City Girls, for example. The City Girls had the #1 most played song on urban radio. I think that was either last year or the year before last. The song they had with Usher, Good Love. The #1 song played on urban radio. They couldn't even get a top 40 hit off their damn song. Let's keep it a buck. They couldn't. And I'm going to go and tell you where they peaked at. If they did get a top 40, that's my bad. But I don't recall it being no top. Exactly. The song peaked on the Hot 100 at number 70. Number 70. If this was like a decade ago, if they had the #1 most played urban record on the radio, they would at least had a top 40 record. At the very least, they would have made it into the top 40. For real though. Radio don't even matter. Radio don't matter no more. You can have because radio is not a big percentage anymore. It's all about streaming. It's all about streaming. If you got if you got the amount of streams that you need, you can debut high but free fall the very next week. Say for instance, Wannabe. Glorilla and Megan Thee Stallion song Wannabe. Because of the streaming and the sales, they debuted at number 11, which is very good. But the very next week, they fail. And now they go up and down the charts, up and down the charts, up and down the charts. They have a good week, then they have a bad week, then they have a good week, then they fall again, then they fall again. Now they're back into the top 20. But there was a time where if you debuted at number 11, you could either go into the top 10 the very next week, do the radio, or you'll fall back maybe 2 spots. You don't do that no more because of streaming. And these artists are not making no money off their music because they're not seeing a lot of money from no damn streams. You probably get 5 cents a stream or something like that. That's why a lot of them going on tour right now. Ain't nobody buying their music. People probably feel like, I got an Apple Music subscription. Why would I purchase their album? Oh, I got a Spotify subscription. Why would I spend my money buying music when I spend $15, $20 a month for Spotify, or $10, $15 a month for Apple Music or Google Play? Why would I waste my time buying your album when I got that? You feel what I'm saying? That's the way people are looking at it now. They feel like they ain't gotta buy shit. They already streaming your shit. They already paying for the streaming service. Why am I buying your shit? That's why when it come down to it, Carl, Tramiel, Bando, they want you to purchase their song versus streaming the record. Yeah, streaming here and there, but they want you to buy the motherfucking song because that's how they see their money as an independent artist. They're not going to see shit by y'all streaming it. So while motherfuckers sitting up here talking about JD and all this other shit and how he need to shut the fuck up and all this other stuff, he not saying nothing wrong. Everything that he said was correct. If you're into music and you know how this shit went down and you know your history, you would agree with what the fuck he's saying. Stop trying to do that. Ain't nobody trying to come for Sexy Red. She one of the hottest artists right now, and she's not selling records. Yes, she's a great streamer, but she ain't selling no motherfucking records, and that's just the truth. Nobody is selling records. You don't know what's successful and what's not these days. But anyway, we're gonna move on to the next, and that is Miss JT and Sukiana. They both spoke on the diss track that Sukiana did. Now we're gonna start it off with JT going on Keisha Kayor's podcast, where she spoke on how she felt about Sukiana's diss track and why it didn't bother her. Let's go ahead and get into what she had to say, and I'll be right back.
I'm telling you the truth. Like, I don't take that shit serious. I did not take that serious.
Good.
Nothing was true.
You can't.
About nothing. None of that is true. And I don't hate her enough, you know, to jump over all of that. Like, yes, I can argue with a stranger on Twitter, but for me to really go in the studio, right, and in the middle of doing my project, because this is a fucking very delicate time for me.
Yeah.
My first project. In the middle of my first project, I have 3 good songs.
Yeah.
That I love. And I would have to love that diss track to put it out. You get what I'm trying to say? I would have to love it because I'm so critical on myself. And to make that my 4th song that somebody hear from me, right? My 4th song that get up, I would have to get a cover art.
Yeah.
I would have to do a lot.
I think you did good.
And I just didn't think it was worth it. And then I would have had to drag other people in it. And I feel like nobody on her side did anything to me for me to be disrespectful.
I think it was just smart.
It was. I don't even hate her enough to go that far. Like, okay, like if you felt like that changed your life, which I know it didn't, then you do that.
When I first heard it, I said to myself, JT, please don't respond.
No.
Please don't respond.
It was just like, oh, what the fuck is this song about?
But your extended version for me was business-like.
Yeah, it was.
I like that.
It was just like
it was just business-like. This is just my extended version, and that's it.
Because I'm not. Like I said, it takes a lot to go. It have to be worth it, and that wasn't worth it.
No, not at all.
It wasn't worth it. I would hope that she can reflect on that and be like, this bitch wasn't even talking about me, and I did too much.
Lyrics.
Like, she did too much.
It's just lyrics.
She absolutely did. She did entirely too much, down to the diss track. But I hope that it made her some money, and I hope.
And I like where you said, "My mama told me not to respond."
Oh no, my mama.
I know your mama told you that for real.
My mama said, "Let it go, like
let it go, baby.
Let it go, let that shit go." You know, like it just be. It what I do know and what I love the most is everything that she said about me is not true. I'm telling you the truth. Like, I don't take that shit serious. I did not take that serious.
Good.
Nothing was true.
You can't.
About nothing. None of that is true. And
that was JT speaking about the track that Sukiana did about her. And she said she didn't take it seriously. She really didn't care, all that other stuff. JT is such a gaslighter in my opinion, and I know a lot of y'all like JT because she's up Nicki Minaj's ass. Of course, I know y'all like her and all this other stuff. And don't get me wrong, as far as the talent goes in City Girls, she was the talent because we all know that Young Miami ain't nobody's rapper. She's an entertainer. She's no one's rapper. That's why she got a fucking podcast because she's not good at rapping. So let's be real. But I do not like JT because I don't like her fucking attitude. Like, I just don't. And girl, you was up here tweeting up a damn storm. Okay. All the girl asked you. Now, here's the thing. You felt away because Glorilla did not confirm or deny y'all having beef or issues or that you got slapped or whatever. You felt like you should have, cleared it up. When you came out with your record talking about, hoes breaking off their teeth on a crab leg, they know that Sukiana broke her teeth off a crab leg, so that was the first thing that the internet was doing. They was tagging Sukiana in, and plenty of people thought that you were talking about Sukiana. At first, they thought it was Cardi, but Cardi did hers on the bagel. She was the one who did it on the crab leg. It was way too detailed for her not to think that it was about her. So she only came online just to ask you, can you please clear it up and let the people know that you're not talking about me? You kept quiet. You didn't say a damn word, but you wanted Glorilla to do that for you, but you wouldn't do that for Sukiana. But then Sukiana started poking at your ass, and then you exploded. Which I can't really say that you didn't have a right to. Because at the end of the day, you did. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason why I'm going to say that you had every right to go off because Sukiana was poking at you. So I can understand why you felt like, okay, I'm sick of this bitch. I'm finna cuss her ass the fuck out. I'm finna drag her ass on Twitter. I understood that. But at the same time, for you to say it wasn't that serious and you really didn't care the way that you was going off on social media, girl, you cared. Okay, you cared. I just don't think that you was expecting this for her to really do a damn diss track. But I feel like JT is on this whole thing, picking and choosing her battles. I feel like she feels like Sukiana is beneath her, and that's why she's not going to respond. That's what it's given. So we're going to go into what Sukiana had to say about the diss track, because she also did an interview with somebody with a podcast as well. And this is what Sukiana actually said.
What's going on right now?
Honestly, I just, the people were, that she had a song that she dropped, which I do love, by the way. But it was a line in it that said a bitch broke her tooth on a crab leg. So the internet kind of went into a frenzy and was trying to figure out who was she talking about, because it was very detailed. And I'm one of the people that proudly went live and said I broke my tooth on a crab leg. Yeah. But then we also had Cardi that broke her tooth on a bagel. So the people were tagging me and Cardi a lot, all in the comments, like the whole song just me and Cardi. Right. So when I came home, I seen it, and I finally said something. The people keep bothering me. Oh, Suki, this about you, this about you. So I publicly asked her. You feel me? Right. Who is it about? I don't feel like it's about me, but I would appreciate you if you just tell them that it's not about me, so I don't be connected to it. You feel me? Right. But she did it, and
she did what?
She didn't clarify.
She didn't clarify.
Well, she doesn't have to. That's not. She don't have to. Honestly, well, me, if somebody asks me to clarify something, I'm gonna clarify. If it's me, I'm a very directed person. So if I got something for you, it's going straight to you with your name on it in a present, like it's yours. Right. So I personally don't feel no type of way that she didn't say who it was about, but at the end of the day, if the shoe fit for me, I'm wearing it. I take accountability for everything I do. So if it fit my foot, I don't give a fuck who it was for. If it fit my foot, I'm gonna wear it. Right. So
that's just how that went. And you know, I didn't really want to do the internet thing because like people know me for roasting people. You know, so I feel like I'm a new artist and I got a lot to prove. And I'm a big hip hop fan, so I felt like all that back and forth shit, I could roast you right here. But if I roast you right here, then roast you in this song, they gonna say I already did that online. I already said everything. So I just kept it to myself. I was at Rick Ross's birthday, Rick Ross's sister birthday party.
Right.
That's when I found out like, oh, it's getting real. So I flew straight from the club home, got straight in the studio, just put it in my music. You know how I felt, and that's it. I just feel like with anybody, if I feel like it's pressure, we got any issue or anything, you know, I'm gonna ask you what you want to do about it, and that's that. But I feel like I got a lot of proof to people, so I'm happy people respect my my record, and we're actually charting on iTunes right now for Cocaine, and the thing is, the record was even more funnier than that. Like it was even more funnier.
Oh, you cleaned it up.
And you took stuff out. What did you take out?
Let me tell you something.
What did you take out?
So much. I would have to sit here and think, but the record was so hilarious that I had, because me, I'm a funny girl. I had to take it out so people can understand I'm a real MC and I'm a rapper. So I had to take out the funny shit. And I'm just so funny. It's still fucking funny. But I had to take out a lot so people can really respect my flow and my bars, and they won't say, oh, she always being funny. No. So I just put the funny shit at the end.
Right.
You know? So it ain't really nothing. It's just like, I feel like that's what MCs should do. Like, get it, take it to the booth. It is what it is. Fuck it. You feel me? She might not have an issue with me. That's cool. I don't got no issue with her, but you feel me?
It's just the fact that she didn't clarify.
I would have liked you to, but you did it, and it's okay. Shit,
but the main reason why you wanted her to, though, was because you felt like y'all were friends.
Well, it's just like me. Okay, so let's say you're a rapper,
right?
And I make something, and I make a song, but people keep tagging you, and I see it. I see them tagging you, and it's like at this point, my whole song got you in the comments. Suki, Cardi, you feel me? I'll tell you, this one not for you, my girl.
Yeah,
because I know you could feel some type of way. Why would I want animosity or any enemy? Like that's what I would never.
And you said that on the video. You said, "Yo, like we hang out. I see you all the time." Like
no, it ain't. Love. We don't hang out. You feel me? It wasn't that. But you know, you just gotta.
Like what's going on right now?
Honestly.
So that was Sukiana's side of the story when it came down to the diss track that she put out about JT. And her whole thing was she felt like all she wanted was for JT to clarify the situation. Were you talking about me or were you not? That's what the people online are saying. People are tagging me in this shit. They're telling me, oh girl talking about you. Oh girl said this about you. She dragging you. She doing this. So I need for you to clarify because we really ain't got no issue or whatever. JT did not clarify anything. She responded 2 days later and decided to go off. And the way JT went off, you would think that she had a problem with Sukiana. I'm guessing it's because Sukiana kind of started poking at her or whatever. But I just felt like at the end of the day, the same way you wanted Glorilla to clarify that y'all didn't fight, why couldn't you give Sukiana the same grace? It's the same fucking thing. And I don't care how anybody try to make it seem like it's not, it's the same damn thing. And for those of y'all that was in the comments on the neighborhood talking about JT ain't got to clear nothing up. Okay, well, I guess Glo really didn't have to clear nothing up because she didn't. She didn't. And y'all was eating up what JT said. JT was saying, I thought that Glo was a real bitch. I thought she was this, but I see she corny. I see she lame. All I wanted her to do was to clear this shit up, and she didn't do it. Now, that's what JT's saying. And y'all was eating that up. Y'all was all in agreement with that. But y'all don't think that JT had to clear anything over Sukiana? It's the same thing. But okay, but I guess they're both in a different place. Neither one of them really care about the other. Neither one of them got no beef, and we can move on. So last but not least, we're going to get into Miss Megan Thee Stallion, okay? Now, Megan Thee Stallion, there was some video that was released on the internet, okay? And from what people were saying, it was an AI video. It wasn't even a real damn sex tape of her. Like people are trying to make it seem like, okay? And as you all know, Megan Thee Stallion is on tour, and I'm still pissed that I could not go. All her shows were selling the fuck out so damn fast. I was going to the Houston show. Both shows sold out. And I'm like, oh, what the my coworker going though? Well, she ain't my coworker no more. She quit. So I can't even hear about how the show went. But anyway, this is what Megan said. It's really sick how y'all go out of the way to hurt me when you see me winning. Y'all going too far. Fake ass shit. Just know today was your last day playing with me, and I mean it. Okay? So that was basically her speaking on the situation as far as people passing around this fake sex tape of her, right? So I was so taken aback about how people in the comments were really trying to down her for speaking on this. They're going to, like, I really didn't understand why they doing that. They're talking about, oh my God, it's this sympathy rollout. Oh my God, she's always screaming victim. Oh my God, she's this, she's that. And it's just like, y'all don't see nothing wrong with a motherfucker putting out a fake ass sex tape on you that's not even real and they're passing it around. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that. But let somebody do that to Nikki and we wouldn't hear the end of it. We would not hear the end of this if somebody did that motherfucking shit to Nikki. Like, it's so crazy to me how you motherfuckers sit up here and take everything that this girl does and make it a big deal. Like, stop. If something like when is enough enough? I get it. This is a beef. Nikki and Megan don't like each other. I understand that. Y'all stands. It's the Barbs and the Heidies. It's all of this. But put your stop. Put that stand shit off and just realize that this girl is pretty much being attacked about any little thing. Every damn day she do a show, y'all trying to find a way to make it into something bad. Every day she do a show, oh, it didn't sell out. Look at that. Like, y'all picking apart every little thing that the girl do. But y'all want to talk about sympathy. But when Nikki was putting out Queen and shit, she was out here doing radio interviews talking about the Nicki Minaj hate train, the Nicki Minaj hate train. I'm the bad guy. I'm the villain. I'm the bad guy. I'm Chun-Li. I'm this, I'm that. Was that sympathy? Because she was crying on every damn radio station when Queen came out about how everybody has done her motherfucking wrong. Was that sympathy? Was it sympathy when she went through the bullshit that she went through in Amsterdam, or was it really racial profiling? I'm pretty sure y'all don't think that she was looking for sympathy when she went through that bullshit overseas. Because I don't think it was sympathy. She was really, in a sense, profiled in a sense, the way he was talking to her on that video. So why is it that y'all think that she's not supposed to feel no type of way about somebody putting out a fake video on her? I don't understand. I don't get it. Talking about y'all don't understand why people do the sympathy thing before her album comes out. Do y'all not realize that this woman is being attacked? And y'all sitting up here talking about sympathy, and then y'all talking about mental health and stuff like that, but y'all sitting up here dragging this girl for every little thing that she do. I don't like that. Nobody deserves that stuff. Nobody deserves that. Nobody does. And I'm going to tell y'all this. None of y'all could ever make me hate Meg. None of y'all can. No one could ever make me hate Megan Thee Stallion, period. She's one of the best female rappers out there, okay? One of the best, one of the ones who actually know how to rap, one of the ones who actually knows how to freestyle, okay? Period. I don't care what beat she got going on with Nikki. Don't nobody deserve that shit, and y'all know don't nobody deserve that. So y'all need to stop that. That was a ass video. And whoever put that out, she deserved to sue their ass. I hope she do. But y'all talking about sympathy. Now, let somebody do that shit to Nikki, and y'all be sitting up here trying to, it will be hell to pay for the person that put that out there. If anybody shared it, y'all will be somewhere trying to bully their ass. Shit. Let's not forget how one of you barbs took it to Twitter and decided to try to do y'all little dog whistle and get your people to dox me in House of Aaron because we said we didn't like Bigfoot. Remember that? Y'all are weirdos. And y'all need to be motherfucking stopped. But anyway, this was a super-sized, action-packed episode of Yes for the Mess. It's been a while since I gave y'all one that's pre-recorded that's actually over an hour. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'm in such a good mood. I'm very happy. Can y'all tell I'm so happy? Everybody says it's a glow about me, and it is. This is how it feels when you are happy. When you're happy. Outstanding. So outstanding, baby. Boy, you knock me out. Okay. Exciting. So exciting. It makes me want to shout. Okay. Loving you gave me something new that I never felt or dreamed of. And myself, when you love me, hold me and take care. What we have is much more than they could see. Okay. All right. So we're done for today. I'll see you guys on the next video. If anything else comes up today, you know I will be going live later on tonight to talk about it if there is anything else that comes up. But with that being said, y'all already know, before we get up out here, we got to do our due deals, okay? Now, if you guys are in the Jackson metro area, hit my cousin LaShonda Catchings from the Community First Real Estate if you're looking for a pad. Her office number, her direct contact, and the website is right here on the screen. So if you're in my area, the Jackson metro area, hit her up. And she'll get you right. All right, for the music part. The Chasing Panels on Tramiel has a brand new record out, and it's called The Everything Remix featuring Rico with a K, and it's available right now. And the video is also out too, so make sure you guys support. The Chasing Panels on Carl has a brand new record out, and it is called Cog Goblin. It's under the stage name K-Star, and it's available now. So make sure you guys go and pick it up. And also, last but certainly not least, my heart of all hearts, Bando Kane. He has a brand new song out called Run It Back, which is available right now. So make sure you guys go and pick it up. And the video was about to be shot. He just told me that earlier today. So that's pretty much it. So make sure you guys support it because the song is out right now and it is one of his best songs out today. All right. So with that being said, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on the notification bell so you can be notified whenever a video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out of here. And until my next video, I will holler at you guys a little bit later. And I will leave you guys with the promo from King Darius Books. I holla.
What's up, everyone? It is Darius asking you to check out my newest children's book, DJ Stands on Business. Follow along as 5 friends who are entrepreneurs by the name of Pixel, Raven, a dynamic duo we can learn, and a children's book author named DJ use their entrepreneurial spirit to save money to go on a trip to Mexico. So follow along as children can learn about terms that teach them about entrepreneurship and give them the opportunity to open up the world in the adventures of friendship and entrepreneurship. You can check out my children's book, DJ Stands on Business, as well as DJ's Favorite Day and Twinkle Little Star at www.kingdariusbooks.com.